Hey you guys, today I want to talk a little bit about the DLC coming to Kingdom Hearts 3. For those of you that don't know, DLC was just announced at the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra event. Nomura announced that an additional scenario called ReMIND will be coming, as well as a limited episode and a secret episode. The limited and secret episodes have bosses in them as well. These are all going to be paid DLC. Nomura also announced some free DLC that will add a new Keyblade as well as a form. Now let's talk about these new updates, starting with the ReMIND scenario first. Like everyone else, ReMIND immediately makes me think of Xion. I think this will detail the events of how Xion became a part of the new organization. We know that Lee starts having flashbacks at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3, so something has probably already happened with Xion, I think. This could be wrong, but I always wondered if Xion had been taken when Sora was captured in Dream Drop Distance. Ansem's research is around the time of Kingdom Hearts 2, or at least sometime before Dream Drop Distance. This means that Ansem did find Xion's heart inside Sora's, as stated in the discussion between Ienzo and Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3, but it's possible that Xion was extracted at the end of Dream Drop Distance. We've seen that people started remembering her in the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3, so it may mean that she is back by this point. Also, if you look into the character files in the Gummy Phone, we actually learned that Xion didn't actually remember anything until she was confronted by Axel and Roxas in the Keyblade graveyard. So she also had to be reminded as well. This makes me almost positive that this ReMIND sequence will be about Xion and how everyone remembers her. Let's move on to the episodes. I think one of the episodes will be either Sora saving Kairi, or maybe even us playing the world we see in the secret movie. I think in Birth by Sleep there was something similar where we saw a secret episode and then later on we actually got to play that secret episode, if that makes sense. Anyways, I don't really have too much speculation for these as we don't really have any information on them. I've mentioned this before, but I think it would be really cool to find another galaxy or universe on the Gummy map and have 4 or 5 worlds be DLC that open up as more DLC drops. They would most likely have to make Keyblades though for these, which was not mentioned for the paid content coming out, so I'm leaning more towards Sora saving Kairi or the secret ending world. Now let's talk about the new Keyblade and the new form. I think this could be a translation error, but the news said a new form with the Keyblade, not a new form change. This makes me think that we'll get a form like Second Form, Rage Form, or Ultimate Form, rather than something like Hyper Hammer or Twin Yo-Yos. I don't know what it'll be called, but I really think we're going to get a dual-wielding style. It really seems like Square is listening right now with a new update, including a harder difficulty, as well as adding an ability that takes out attractions. So I think they would also listen to the community about dual-wielding Keyblades. If this happens, I think we'll get Oblivion or Oathkeeper and be able to trigger this dual-wielding form, which will give us both of the Keyblades to use. This is all based on the idea that this is a new form and not a form change though. I believe the Keyblade will be an original one rather than a world Keyblade, since it doesn't sound like the free DLC will bring in a new world. Anyways, that's enough rambling for me. I don't usually cover news, but I thought this was really interesting, and I wanted to kind of speculate about some of the information that we got. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the new DLC down below. I'm pretty active on Twitch, YouTube, Discord, and Twitter, so be sure to follow the links in the description below to stay updated. Click the cards on screen to watch more discussion videos or breakdowns. Also, a huge shout out to Mr. Matthews and Buo. They made this amazing outro.